chow chow. Young magic, boy, that's what I'm about.
Life was a blessing, truly a gift. Why the hell gotta end so quick? Yo. It's either young nigga just wanna get his bread up. Like the old say, get a leg up. Keep trying, don't you ever give a bed up.
What's up, fam? Today we're gonna be addressing these Uber drivers, man, and the type of crazy shit they be up to. You got this one situation with this cat out here in Rancho Cordova, California, man. He ended up taking the family to a Bay Area airport, man, and then after he dropped them off, he went back to their crib in San Mateo and robbed their house. Then he tried to rob some of the neighbors' houses. You see what I'm saying? That shit insane. What is you thinking, bro? And then you not even thinking that these people got cameras and shit like that. What popped you off was the ring.com, the goddamn new doorbell. Popped your dumb ass off. Stupid motherfucker. This the type of shit these Uber drivers and these random motherfuckers be on nowadays. That's why you gotta take all the proper precaution and be careful about who you dealing with, these companies you dealing with, and who you putting your information out to. We in the new age, we in the new generation of things where we're transitioning from old school to new school. And while the world, the planet is transitioning from the old school to the new school, there's a lot of kinks and shit that need to be worked out before they get it real tight where you can go to an Uber or a Lyft and you absolutely safe, all your information absolutely safe. But they ain't got to that part yet. They ain't got to the part where all of this shit is foolproof yet. You got to understand that we are in transition to the future. Be careful. Now we got another situation out there, and rest in peace to Sammy Jo, man. Shout out to her family out there in South Carolina, man. We got another situation that happened earlier in April, earlier this month, that Sammy, she ended up getting into a stranger car thinking it was her Uber. Now that's fucked up because that baby, she ain't make it home. She ain't make it home. You see what I'm saying? And her family got to grieve over some shit because they didn't have no type of fail-safes for a situation like this. She should feel comfortable getting inside of what she thought she ordered, a Uber car, and motherfuckers is able to pull up in their own random cars and shit. How are you able to decipher what is and what's not? Especially if you done had a drink or two, you done smoked you a joint or two, you should still feel safe getting into a ride share, a taxi service, a transportation service that has established themselves as a trusted business. You shouldn't have to assume and think and do. There should be proper fail-safe in case something like this happens. Now, this family in South Carolina grieving all the way on the other side of the coast of the country. You got another family grieving because motherfuckers done went in their house and stole shit out of there that they could never get back. Things that was from the Holocaust, their grandmother then gave them. Come on, we got to be more safe. We got to be smarter. Anyway, man, y'all subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, man. Hit the like button. It's Raymond's View on every platform.
An Uber driver busted for burglary. Police say he dropped off his passengers at the airport, then tried to break into their home. That Uber driver from Rancho Cordova is also accused of going after the neighbors. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Curtis Ming.
And I'm Sherman Roger. Scary situation. Juliet Goodrich has the video that led to his arrest.
Jackie Gordon Wilson was an Uber driver, but in this Ring surveillance video, he isn't picking up passengers. Police say he's picking up personal property from a home on Nash Drive in San Mateo. The couple who lives there wanted to conceal their identity.
I'm thinking twice about taking ride shares further after this. I mean, I think everybody should. This is a big deal. I mean, he used this to facilitate committing a crime.
The couple shared the video on a Ring surveillance sharing platform, and that's when neighbors started connecting the dots.
Started posting the videos to the Ring forum, and within about 15 minutes, someone came up with a hit, say, hey, he's an Uber driver with a license plate, which I immediately handed over to the corresponding officers, and then it just got the ball rolling from there.
Police confirmed Wilson was an Uber driver who had just dropped off riders at the airport. Police say Wilson returned to burglarize the home of his riders when a security alarm went off. He then drove a few blocks over to Nash Drive and ransacked this couple's home for hours.
Family heirlooms that I'm really hoping that I can get back. They're from my grandmother and go back all the way to the Holocaust. So if that's lost to him, that was just something to pawn off, and to me that's a memory of my grandmother.
A round-the-clock investigation led police to Wilson's home in Rancho Cordova.
Because we did find additional evidence and some property that led us to believe that there may be additional victims out there.
Police say rideshare drivers don't have as much government safety oversight when it comes to background checks like cab drivers.
It's coming at a price. It's coming at a price. There's someone that was murdered in North Carolina. We had a victim that was raped here in San Mateo, and now we've had a residential burglary.
Yeah, pretty terrifying. You have to be vigilant. And San Mateo police is working with Uber to track his routes to see if any other crimes have been committed in our area.
Back now with a disturbing mystery out of South Carolina and a community rocked by the death of a young student. She was last seen late at night getting into a strange car. And tonight, questions swirling. What happened? Here's ABC's Diane Macedo.
Police have made an arrest in the mysterious death of 21-year-old Samantha Josephson, last seen alive getting into a car her friends reportedly believe she mistook for an Uber. A day after she vanished, police say they found her body in a wooded area.
The body had been found by a couple people hunting, turkey hunting in a field in what was described by the sheriff to us as a wooded area.
A surveillance camera appears to capture the moment Josephson gets in the back of what police describe as a Chevy Impala around 2 a.m. on Friday in a popular area near the university's Columbia campus. But friends later called police saying Josephson never came home and wasn't answering repeated phone calls. Her father writes on Facebook, "It is with tremendous sadness and of a broken heart that I post this. I will miss and love my baby girl for the rest of life. Samantha is no longer with us, but she will not be forgotten." Neighbor James Minich was in tears.
I was devastated. We're best friends with the family. We've known them since Sammy was born. We just can't believe it happened.
Josephson was set to graduate in May. The school is now encouraging students to travel in groups and to download a safety app that can alert the police if the user doesn't reach their destination. Whit?
Diane Macedo, our thanks.